All right, good morning, everyone. It is 10:10 a.m. Central Standard Time. A little later than I usually like. I had some business to attend to before I could hop on the charts and make this update. Um, Daily Renko's looking the same. Long term, got to remain bullish. We've got the hull hovering above the McKinley. The 4 hour looking kind of the same. Put in two nice green Renko bricks here, as you can see. Got two nice green Renko bricks there on the 4. We are, however, as you can see, putting in this little projection bar, this negative projection bar. We'll have to see what the 1 hour Renkos look like to get a better idea of what we're looking at there. And here are the 1 hour Renkos. So as you can see, what goes up eventually must come down. So this was encouraging, you guys. The fact that we couldn't make a new low here, okay, that was encouraging. So this was a bullish sign, and the bulls did make a nice run up, right? Well, the bears obviously have something to say about that, and so they are driving price back down. One thing for all the bulls out there, at least short-term or mid-term bulls, we've got this McKinley right here. Let's see what price does there. If you're somewhat bullish in the short term, you want to see something like this from these bulls. That's what you want to see from the bulls to see if we can continue the move up towards the top of the range here. If you're bullish Bitcoin right now, that's the move that you want to see on these Renkos. Up, down, up, down, up, right? That's what you want to see. Moving over to the candles. Starting with our averages here, keeping a very close eye on this Hull McKinley relationship here. This is a bullish crossover, as you can see, but this day is not closed. Today, the 30th, is not closed. It is a bullish crossover. I would not say it's significant. In my book, it would be significant when we get a couple more green days, and then we get the averages to kind of diverge from each other a little bit more, kind of like we did here. There is I would consider it more of a counter trend opportunity right now down here, and I'll highlight that zone in just a second, but I'm trading that zone with quite a bit of caution just because by the time we get there, we'll be in a bearish trend. I want to show you guys something here quick. This is our market right now. Should expect some bullish pressure to come in here. We want to see what the bulls really need to hold up this low in my book. If we break this low and all of a sudden we're testing this low, that means that the bears are a little bit stronger than anticipated. The bulls will have a lot more work to do. We really want to see the bulls hold up this area, this zone right in here, from the closing price of June 26th to that low, that range right there. That's where you want to find your bulls. The bears, they came in pretty strong from this level here. As you can see, this is how beautifully supply and demand works, you guys. Let's just get in the Wayback Machine real quick, and I'll show you how this works. So we'll go back to this day. As you can see here, just looking, let's pretend it's June 22nd. We can see that up here we had the price just kind of chopped around. It made this funky green candle in there, just kind of chopped around in there for 2 days. And then all of a sudden, we dropped out pretty hard and pretty fast. This was on the 21st, okay? Pretty ugly. So at that time, we were saying, okay, well, let's see what kind of sellers we have up in this range, and just check out the price action. I mean, you can kind of tell ahead of time what's going to happen, what's going to occur, just based on the. I should say, let me back up a second. You have a greater chance of telling what's going to happen in the present based on how the price acted in the past. So we know in the past that we had some strong sellers here. Well, sure enough, when price comes back up into this area, right about there, you can see price literally just touched that range and moved away. Now, this is not the prettiest little zone, but still, we found some pretty significant sellers to drive it down. This was last Friday. So, pretty ugly move. Well, now we have price has since moved up. Okay, this was good. We didn't make a new low here. That's good. That was a bullish sign. We moved up deep into this kind of this lower area. Okay, if you were to draw a new zone, a new area right in here, we kind of came up into this new like lower area, and without any surprise saw some red in there. Okay, now this is the second time that we came up into that area, so we're probably seeing less red. Okay, we kind of had a red day, and then we kind of powered through. But as you can see, we powered through yesterday, and we just poked through the top of this range here. You can see we just poked through here, but lo and behold, those bears are still holding it down. Okay, so these are pretty aggressive bears. Okay, because they're trying to hold price down in the mid to lower portion of the range. Okay, these are more aggressive bears here, trying to hold this down and basically trying to get us to channel down. These bears, I mean, we'll know how strong these bears are by this. They're trying to basically get the price to go like this and create this pretty aggressive downward channel. That is a possibility. I'm not trying to burst anyone's bubble, but this is a possibility from here. Okay, so again, just harping on this, if you're bullish Bitcoin right now, you really want the bulls to hold up this area right now. You don't want to see another low. Again, it is very possible for us to break through here, make a lower low around 29, and then test the top of the range. I mean, anything can happen, but just looking at things the way it is right now, I would say if you're bullish Bitcoin, you really want to see the bulls step in here. You just don't want to see another low. It's just not something that you want to see. Um, so this is the market that we're looking at right now. Taking a look at our indicators, there is some positive indications here. Okay, I don't want to leave you with all hope is lost. We're still right now we're still in the green on our Chaikin money flow. Okay, remember this is not the greatest indicator when we're in a choppy market like we have been. Gosh, for over a month now. Okay, not the greatest indicator. It's a great indicator when markets are trending. Someone out there can disagree with me. That's okay. We can have that debate somewhere else, but it's just not the best indicator for choppy markets. However, when something is trending and the checking money flow is in the positive, oh my goodness, it's amazing confirmation even on a correction in that up or down trend. Anyway, trying not to geek it out too much here. But so Chaikin money flow is positive. Okay, we're in the positive. We're above zero. The money flow here, the money flow index here is still positive. It's got some room to fall. Okay, we've got some room to fall before we're really oversold. Okay, but still holding in there. It's still holding in there. There is still some bullish divergence that I can see here. You've got this low. You've got this much more significant low here, and we're money flow is still trending up. So trying to give as much hope as possible. But right now, you guys, this is our market. This is our market right now. The counter trend opportunity that I'm looking at is going to be below this area of consolidation. The counter trend opportunity I'm thinking about, I'm debating on taking, is down below this consolidation. I'm going to take this trade. If I take it, I'm going to take it with a lot of caution because the downward pressure on Bitcoin right now is pretty great. And we also are in that upper high risk band on the logarithmic regression. Go back and check that out at prior videos. But this is the zone that I was looking at buying. this little area in here. Let me get, we'll make it yellow, and maybe have a stop down there. This was the zone that I'm kind of tossing around. I like it because, again, it's within the range. These green candles, remember, these are the ranges. This is the zone on that daily chart. Okay, so it's right within that area, so that's a good sign. But again, by the time we get down to this little area where I might be taking a trade, in my book, we'll already be in a pretty strong downtrend because we'll have blown out these lows, and we will have also blown away this area of demand where we saw a pretty nice hike. I do like buying in zones that are just above and below, or just in this case below consolidation. I do like buying zones below consolidation, but again, we will be in a downtrend by that time, and we might be by that time looking like we're in an aggressive downward channel. So I'm really going to trade this zone, if I do take it, with a lot of caution. And there are some similar areas in some of the others. So if we look at Ethereum, here's another one on Ethereum. The price action is very similar. Ethereum, so you've got your aggressive bears that kind of came in here. Supply and demand, look at that. I mean, the last time price was up here, we fell pretty hard. So it should be no wonder that yesterday we kind of sold off a little bit, and now we're putting in this red candle. It should be no wonder to anybody that price is reacting the way that it is right now, because look at what happened the last time price was there. Here is the zone that I'm looking at again. So this looks very similar to Bitcoin. You can see here's our area of consolidation. The area that I'm looking at taking possibly on Ethereum is going to be right down in here. This half-hour period of time, here's our consolidation. This half-hour period of time, you can see we just kind of stayed there for 30 minutes. We stayed in that little area for 30 minutes, and then we powered away right here with this little leg up. So contemplating on this, not 100% sure I'm going to take it. I'll have to see what the price action looks like as we approach it. But you can see there are some of these zones that are coming up. I'm looking at another one on comp. Looking at these two areas on comp. Possibly going to take these, but again, I'm going to need some confirmation, because the pressure, whenever these prices turn back to the downside, it always gets my haunches up. I always get a little bit more just again, because we are not thinking about the logarithmic regression. We are still less likely to continue pressing higher from these prices. So that's why I'm just using a little bit of caution. So that's it. That's what I'm seeing here on your market. If we're looking at Bitcoin, this is the market, and really this is the extended market too. I mean, Bitcoin. If Bitcoin holds this range, you can expect the other alts to probably hold their ranges as well, if they're moving in a range. So if Bitcoin holds this area, if Bitcoin holds this area of demand down here, then you can expect, with a pretty good degree of probability, that the other altcoins are going to hold their corresponding areas of demand as well. So that's what I got this morning. Hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully it made sense. Check out the Patreon. It's patreon.com/simple Renko trading. As usual, my name is Chris Salora, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao.